Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of days ago on the channel, we did the very first 6-star featured crystal opening. We were desperately hoping for one of the 6 brand new characters, or maybe Dr. Octopus. But as kind of like a midway prize, we got Captain America WW2, who is certainly not the worst character in that crystal. We could have got like a 4 Jane Foster, a Loki, or Deadpool X-Force. That would have been absolutely terrible. But Captain America WW2, you know, he's alright. He's not too bad. He has some very high block proficiency, and I don't currently have any characters kind of at that rank 4 5-star level that have really big block proficiency, so I'm not really too sure about the potential use for this character in terms of the future of my account. But I think, you know, one interesting use to initially keep in mind is potentially against like really high tier dominoes, because that block proficiency is really good if you got unlucky on the special one for blocking that. And also Captain America has the added benefit of pretty much doing nothing for the majority of the fight, so you don't run the risk of the awakened ability triggering. So he's got a couple of stuff that makes him good against domino, and maybe in the future, you know, we had that unreleased champion chart as well. We've potentially got a character like Red Skull being very strongly hinted at, so hopefully Red Skull has some sort of synergy that makes this dude absolutely insane. So ladies and gentlemen, trying to find the silver linings on paying 15,000 shards for a 6-star Captain America World War II here. But anyway, we're gonna level this dude up all the way to level 25 and see kind of where that brings the character up to. So just before we do that, to have a quick look at the health and attack so far, we have 17,355, and also the attack is 1,471. So let's pour all the ISO in, because 6-star champions, man, are so expensive. You can see that first level, man, is 17,000 there. So yeah, it's going to be quite a lot of ISO, and I believe in terms of gold, even when used efficiently, I believe it just comes in at like under 500,000 or something like that. But damn, man, these 6-star champions are pretty damn expensive. Anyway, let's get into, I think we're going to get into level 15 in a bit. So the first level up, that is 235k gold, pretty much. And that takes him to level 15. As you can see, the levels in terms of their requirements are going up quite a bit now. So we have, I think it's 26,000 experience. So that's pretty much 3 of the really big rocks here. So we're going to go ahead and claim max. And I have no idea why that error's popping up still. Right. Wonderful, it's dissipated now. Let's chuck in all the other 5k. Man, this is so much ISO that the 6-star champions are just burning. But they really have made 6-star champions as just straight up, they are just massive gold milking fiestas. But there we go, the additional level up there. That actually wasn't quite 500,000 gold. I think it was, what was it? Just over 400,000 or something like that. So, it's alright, but still super expensive for those first 25 levels. But that has brought Captain America's health up to, what is it, 24,462. And the attack up to 2,071. So I'm not too sure if his attack by itself is enough to extend like the Labyrinth of Legends in Rage Timer. We gotta try some like Captain America World War II Labyrinth kills. Might as well, you know, we've got him a rank 4, man. We're gonna test out the champion, see how he's doing. So yeah, a bit of an interesting one there. But initially, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've got the character leveled up, let's also just have a quick glance over his abilities. So blocking, 30% chance to block that reduces all damage. Special attack 1 has a 35% chance to stun for 2.5 seconds, and the special attack 2 has a 100% chance to inflict a bleed, which deals, I think it's 240% of his attack as direct damage over 4 seconds, plus, you know, being such a short bleed, it's really enhanced with deep wounds, so, that's going to be, I assume, quite a nice bleed to fire off on the special too. I remember that was always one of the most satisfying things about playing Captain America. And also a 45% chance to stun on the special free for 3 seconds. But, you know, you can just tell, like, looking at, like, the special 1 and the special 3, like, how outdated this character's abilities are in comparison. You know, if we bring up characters like Star Captain Spider-Man, who has, like, you know, so much stuff, he can do god tier damage, 100% chance to stun on the special 1, or Archangel on a special 3 has that insane damage, 100% chance to stun for 5 seconds on the special 3, and also apply bleed and poison, or like Proxima Midnight, who has like 100% chance for a 6-second stun. You can really tell, like, champions like Captain America World War II, although they are the OGs of the game, they're super lovable, they are just so behind in terms of the abilities of you know, some of the highest tier characters in the game at the moment. But, you know, I love Captain America World War II. He was my first ever 550 character on the main account. So hopefully we're going to have quite a bit of fun today playing him. So let's jump into a bit of Act 5, Chapter 1. And let's go for the Dark Angel chapter. And we're going to use the full mutant team here, get a little bit of damage in that Captain America, ladies and gentlemen, and see how we are finding this man with a shield. And hopefully we can get some pretty disgusting bleeds. That is what we are looking for today. That big, juicy, thick bleed damage off the special 2 to rinse down. And this is a very iconic matchup to start with. But so far, the damage doesn't feel too bad. But then again, we do have a full team supporting his damage. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to maybe use this dude for a little bit of fun on some progression-based live streams, or maybe when we're trying to do some like fun challenges. But I do think if we do have some very annoying dominoes, it's probably either going to be Captain America World War II or Void that might be some of my saviors there. And the bleed is dealing, what is it, 770 per tick? And do you want to try and throw a special one? Is it going to be enough? Oh, close. If he didn't have an armor buff, that would have been down there. And that was alright, man. He didn't feel like a massive wet noodle there. So yeah, 42 hits, but then again, he's rank 4 equivalent as well. So these 6-star champions, always a little bit tricky to judge there. Well, let's move on to the next matchup, and we have Quake to deal with here, and hopefully this should be a pretty nice one. I'm actually really looking forward to fighting the Doctor Strange. I feel like the Doctor Strange, man, is just going to drop so insanely quick. And see if we can maybe go over to the path as well, where we have to fight Mordo. But that block proficiency, the perfect parries, man, are just to be incredibly desired as well. It's just great to see Captain America sustain like 100% health. So even though, you know, that block proficiency, man, is pretty much the only thing he's got, it can be like very nice to use in scenarios like this. Hopefully, when it comes to, you know, the next tier of content in Act 6, we can still sustain, like, perfect parries when it comes to a lot of stuff. Okay, stash back. Oh, got a little bit of degen there from the node. And there we go, Quake is down. Actually quite fun to play, man. I'm actually quite enjoying my Captain America experience so far. Now let's move on to, what is it? We have the classic version of Daredevil. I'm interested to actually figure out, like, roughly how valuable his bleed is. How many ticks does he have? Is it 6.5 seconds with deep wounds? So is that 13 ticks of 770? So yeah, I think it's about 10,000 damage when we fire off and don't have the class disadvantage. But obviously against Daredevil, we are running with 20% reduced attack. And the next fight against Doctor Strange, we're going to be running with 20% increased attack. So I must say, I'm looking forward to that, man. That should be a pretty good time. Okay, come on, Daredevil Classic, let's do it. And for all those big, beefy juggernauts in the future, man, we're pretty prepared with Captain America World War II. I mean, we would arguably have been a lot more prepared with Captain America Infinity War. But hey, second best Captain, man, we'll go for that. But I think there, you know, if you look at all the stuff Captain America Infinity War can do, comparatively speaking, plus also has that incredibly dank block proficiency, it leaves our World War II man with a shield a little bit in the shadows. So I really do hope when it comes to the introduction of Red Skull, if he is going to be a playable character, that there are some really good synergies that kind of bring the old Captain Americas into the mix a little bit more. Okay, let's go for a Doctor Strange here. I imagine the special 2 is just going to absolutely decimate him. I think, yeah, if we can get up to the special 2, if he is still alive by then, we'll be in very good standing. Let's attack him while he has this this armor up, just so he can mitigate some of the damage, and we can gain some power there. Okay, this should be absolutely glorious. Come on. Let's get that bleed. And do we want to block this? Okay, 0, 0, 0. Great. what a fantastic time, man. Should have had this dude for Labyrinth of Legends Doctor Strange. That would have been such a fantastic matchup there. Well, I'm a little bit better at evading Doctor Strange's special 2 there, but that was just a test to see how well the block proficiency would hold up. But let's see. I think, is this the way that we go to Mordo? Okay, so this one isn't to Mordo. I think the other one might be, though. So I think we might want to pursue this one. Oh no, this one has Nightcrawler. Actually, I think we'll go ahead and try and get to that Nightcrawler, because one of the things that this Captain America should be fairly good for is dealing with stunnable Nightcrawlers, or stunnable evade champions. Even, like, unstunnable ones, man. I remember back in the day, like, Captain America World War II was one of the best options. I mean, like, Black Widow was the absolute evade fighting queen. But Captain America World War II, if you played evade characters, like, really, really slowly, he was alright, man. And it's good that we've gotten through so many fights so far. And we are at, yeah, 96%, or at 95% at the start. But those little healing ticks, man, keep my Captain America topped up here. Those perfect parries. Oh man, I've missed seeing Zero. Let's see if blocking. Oh, okay, we took quite a bit of damage there. Still 1,500. My goodness. So yeah, it certainly isn't guaranteed that your stuff is going to what is it? Have a perfect block effect. But I believe every single parry that I've seen so far is at 0, and you can reliably get those 0 parries, which are pretty decent, ladies and gentlemen. Right, 49 hits there, and now are we moving on to the Nightcrawler matchup, I believe? So have a little bit of a look. Okay, so let's teleport over. And I think after this we might go for the maybe the Road to the Labyrinth Rhino and see that fight, because it's been ages since I've done that one. I think we'll fight both Mordo and Magneto here actually, because they're quite some fun fights. And the classic Captain America actually arguably has a bit more of an advantage in the Mordo matchup, because with his perfect block he can apply fatigue and then you can attack into an evading Mordo. But here we can very comfortably just take a lot of block damage and just let Mordo hit into us a little bit. But we're going to just get him against the wall, use the heavy attack there while he's got his power drain going on. Okay, leave the Captain America open. I remember the first time Mordo was introduced, man. Captain America was one of the favorites of fighting. Oh my gosh, this has been an incredibly sloppy matchup. Oh my goodness, can we keep this going? Unfortunately not, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, we got minus 12% damage though. And it's all good. He's got quite a chunky health pool. He should, yeah, we didn't take too much there. Plus we can recover a little bit via the adrenaline mechanic as well, which that was the only reason, ladies and gentlemen, that I took that special free there. It was for the good of the video, to showcase that glorious 6-star mechanic of being able to get a little bit of health back. Damn, that bleeding assassin's range with the class advantage, 1,411 every single tick. Pretty good for finishing off those mystics, man. And next up we have Magneto to deal with. So yeah, let's sort this dude out. I'm gonna actually try and fully evade the special 2 here, which I'm still not 100% decent at when it comes to Magneto, but I'm alright at. And also taking the block damage as well, you'll see that just holding block, if any damage gets through, like 30% of it is covered by the adrenaline mechanic as well, which again just mitigates the block damage even further, man. So hey, just trying to find all those silver linings that we can here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead, fire off that special 2. And this dude does have quite a chunky health pool as well. I think one of the things I'm a little bit curious to see, and we'll check this out right after this Magneto fight, because we're going to exit out the quest. I want to see, like, just a quick comparison of Captain America World War II stats versus the 6-star Red Hulk stats. Because if you're fairly new to the channel, 6-star Red Hulk was the first ever 6-star character that we got. Super chuffed to get him, man. Like, really, really good pull, especially after his update. But yeah, I'm just curious to see kind of the differences in their base attributes, to be honest. So right, now we've got Magneto down. See, that wasn't too bad. Like, we almost got through, we could have got through the entire quest if we wanted to without using any health potions at all. So yeah, just had a Groot, a Cable, and an Archangel left. All fairly easy matchups for the most part. So let's go to 6-star characters. Oh, they're right here. So Red Hulk, in terms of his base health, we have just over 25,000. So I think Captain America was about 500, 600 points lower. I think their base attack is exactly the same, though, at 2,000... in 71. Obviously, Hulk being a bigger character, the crit rating and crit damage rating are quite a bit low, and the block proficiency is right down as well. But Red Hulk has some much more useful abilities and damage, generally speaking. Now, our man Captain America WW2, so yeah, exactly the same attack rating, a bit more crit rating and crit damage, actually quite significantly more, comparatively speaking, and a lot more block proficiency being kind of the notable base attributes by comparison there. But now let's go to one of the most famous fights for Cat. Is that the word? One of the fights where when this piece of content was initially released, like everybody was bringing in their Captain America World War IIs, and this is the Road to the Labyrinth Rhino, who's the first opponent here, so he's completely debuff immune. This dude screwed over so many people back in the day, so he's completely immune to debuff, so you can't parry him. He's also got Safeguard as well, so it's basically Captain America and slog him out. But it's quite a fun fight, man, and if you are not super great at fighting rhinos, it is a great place to train as well. So let's get stuck in with a 5 combo here, and as a reminder, you know, there is a damage cap of 1% of Rhino's maximum health, and also he's quite a beefed up character. Oh my goodness, took a little bit of damage at the start there. Come on, let's get going. Just bait out those special ones. Retaliate with a special one as well, because we can't bleed him, because he's immune to those debuffs. Let's just keep him in the corner. Bait out those special ones and play at hopefully a nice pace. But my light attacks, man, are dealing absolutely nothing when they don't crit. Oh my goodness. This fight's gonna take ages, man. Right, throwing a special one there. Bait out the special one of Rhino. Just keep him at those special ones and heavy attacks, really. And that special one is really just to top his power meter up even more so that we can continue to bait them. I'm looking forward to getting in Assassin's range and maybe sneaking some pretty big hits through if we are lucky. Alright, there we go. We got this Rhino under control now, seemingly. And that was always one of the biggest challenges. Just get him in the corner, because we did muck up a little bit in the beginning. And watching out for those unblockable charges. So deadly, man, so deadly. But yeah, also Black Widow and Crossbones are pretty dang for this fight as well. Let's go straight into a block there. Kicking back a little bit more against the wall. Oh, I'm not enjoying seeing those 200-something light attacks on a 6-star, man. Just doesn't feel good. We are almost in that glorious Assassin's range, though, so hopefully we can get some big hits coming through. Oh, did we have one sneak in there? I don't think we did. Sorry, I was seeing something there. Okay, now we're in Assassin's range. There was definitely a 3k hit that snuck through there. So that damage is just going up and up and up. Right, I'm going to try and fire off a special too, and hopefully the bleed gets through. Oh, young man can dream. Let's deal with that special too, and then straight into block. There we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is it for the 6-star Captain America rank up and gameplay video today. If you have like any interesting comments or potential uses for Captain America or anything that we might have missed out, any more silver linings, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments below. Or if you've been playing 6-star Captain America for a couple of months and have some uses for him, like I'm very interested to get a bit more perspective on this character and how he's being used as a 6-star champion, aside from the obvious Alliance War diversity, which I'm I'm sure somebody's going to comment as well. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's rank up and gameplay video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to smash that like button, and if you are not already, press that subscribe button to the channel to get some occasionally good content, ladies and gentlemen. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching today's video. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.